So you want to know how to get a foreclosure overages list. Just to start with, there are two kinds of lists. So make sure you stay on until the end of this video because I'm going to explain both kinds of lists, but you got to stay on to the end to get the whole thing. And I'm going to give you a way to get started in this entire business at the end. So let's get right into it. So the easiest kind of list is the tax overages list. Those are pretty simple. So wherever you want that list, what you want to do is go onto the internet and just put in such and such county, state overages list. So, DeKalb County, Georgia overages list, Broward County, Florida overages list. So you put that in, and it may take a little bit of poking around, but you're going to see the either excess funds or overages list. It can go by either name. They're both synonymous. Sometimes it's called an overbid list, which is another synonym. So overbid, excess funds, overages, all mean the same thing. This is money that's left over after a tax sale because the property sells for more than the tax bill that's due. So that money's available. So when you get that list, make sure, first of all, you're getting it from a government entity. There are some commercial list providers out there that are not worth you spending any time at all on. They have outdated lists, they have lousy lists. Do not use those lists. Use the official government list because that is the updated list that's current. Anything from a commercial provider, first of all, you're just paying for something you get for free. And secondly, the lists are not updated all the time. So you just don't want those lists at all. So get the listing and start looking through it. And what you're going to find on the list is it's going to have the name of the former owner, the address of the property, the amount of money that they're holding, and the date of the sale. This is all important information because just to start with, this money only stays around for a certain time period. Now, it depends on the state. Like, for example, in Alaska, which is the shortest state, the money's only around for 6 months. After 6 months, the state takes it. So you need to make sure you get in there very quickly. More typically, it's a longer time period. Like in Georgia, it's 5 years. So in Georgia, the money sits around for 5 years. So when you get that list, you have longer to work on it. I would say typically it's around 3 years, but it does vary by state. So I teach this as a business, and part of our course, we teach people what all of the deadlines are in each county, in each state to get the money. Very important to know because if you miss the deadline, the government seizes the money and won't give it to you. So you don't want to miss that escheatment deadline, which is what that's called. So make sure that you do understand those. If you're one of my students, then I'll give you that. If not, you need to go research it yourself. But make sure that you get your claims in by the deadline. And you need to know the deadline because if you don't know the deadline, you don't even know when you're supposed to get the claim in. So anyway, back to the list. So you get the list. That gives you the people. That gives you the amount they're owed, the property. You can look up the contact information for the people. You then reach out to them, let them know there's an opportunity, and if they'd like to work with you for a percentage, you'll go and get the money. It's a great business, really amazing business, and it's all founded on the list. Now, I promised to tell you about a second kind of list, which is the mortgage overages list. The mortgage overage list is from when a property sells at mortgage foreclosure auction, because they didn't pay their mortgage or they didn't pay their deed of trust, which would be a trustee's sale, then the mortgage company forces a sale of the property. And when the property sells for more than the mortgage amount that's due, that extra money, also called overage or overbid or excess funds, that money is available for the former owner to claim. But same problems as the first type of overage, people don't know about it. They're just panicked trying to go find a new place to live. So they don't have any idea there could be an extra money. And it's not like anyone's going to make a lot of effort to go reach out to them and find them and tell them about it or chase them down and hand them a check. So the people need to know about it and file a formal application, and then they'll get the money, but they rarely do that. So the way you get that list is you have to check with whoever held the auction for the money. And oftentimes this money ends up in the court system, and you can get lists in the court system. Often it's called the registry of court, which lists money that's being held by the court clerk on account of these various cases. And when you get that list, that is handled pretty much the same way as the tax overages list. You reach out to the people, let them know that there's some money, see if they want to work with you for a percentage, and if they do, you go and apply for the funds. Now, at the mortgage overages list, it is much more work to go get the lists. And what I would suggest to you is when you're starting out, you're just trying to figure it out, stick with the tax sales. Those lists are very easy to compile and easy to get. If you're talking about mortgage foreclosure auctions, the lists are much more complicated to get. It's a lot of work. You need a lot of knowledge to do it. I teach people how to do that in one of our higher end programs. but it's not something you want to try to figure out just a rank beginner on your own. It's not worth it. Just work on the tax sales. That'll make it much easier. Now, if you want an education on this, I do offer education and training in this. We do live events. I do coaching. We have a home study course. The way to learn more about that, if you click down below, there's a link, Intro to the Overages Business. There I spend 20 minutes right here on YouTube, completely free, no obligation kind of thing. Go check it out. I explain how the overages business works, how you can get involved with it. And if you want to get involved, very low cost business to start, low cost to get your education, and hopefully you can go out there and start crushing it, because I can tell you, there's tons of money in this business. In our own internal database, there are over $400 million worth of claims sitting in there, and we're not even covering 25% of the country. That's just our list. It's over 10,000 leads and over $400 million in value of leads you could work right now. So that's why I teach it, because I can't take advantage of all the leads myself. So I figure I may as well teach people, make some money doing the teaching, and make sure that more people get help. Because the right person for this business, and you have to ask yourself this question, the right person for this business is someone who wants a great business where you make great money for yourself and your family, but you also want to help people. This is a business where you really get the privilege of helping people who are absolutely flat on their back financially, and you're going to show up and give them tens of thousands of dollars like Santa Claus with exactly what they need when they need it, because if they just lost their house at a foreclosure auction, they really need that money. So if you have that heart for helping, click on that video link down below, and I'll see you over at the Intro to the Overages Business video.